Patricia Cole. My husband and I live in the middle of the Ozark Mountains in Arkansas, northern Arkansas. We live and operate on a cattle farm. As you can hear, one of the animals down at the bottom of the hill also introducing herself. Basically, we're cattle farmers. We have a few other animals here, some that we hope to introduce also this year. Have to be mindful of not overloading my husband with my farm animals because I still actually work off the farm. I am a home health nurse and I work within my community here, traveling from house to house. My days can be extremely busy. I get up early, sometimes get home late. If I'm lucky, I get home before dark some days. So I really rely on my husband to check on my animals and do his job as well. So like I said, we raise cattle. Well, we've got 4 different farms that he goes to every day. My flock consists of 150 Quaternix quail. Takes me probably about roughly 20 minutes to care for all of them. Hope to introduce some new animals as well to the farm. Hope to get some sheep this year, which is going to be a very interesting thing. I've never raised sheep, but I have raised goats. But I understand they are completely different. So maybe I'll start out with about 4 or 5 and see how that goes and not just jump in and get more than what I can handle or what he can handle. With it being winter time, it really just takes about all day today to look after his stock from driving from one farm to the next. We live in the middle of our farm. I'm standing about right in the middle of it. This lane that you're seeing right here is a 1/4-mile private drive to our house. We live just off a county road that turns down to our driveway, and we drive into the middle of it here. Looking back in this direction, you can see our red barn right here. I will slowly pan around. Here is some of our pasture here. Right down below this hillside here, we have a big creek that comes in. Continue to pan around. And just right in here, we have a spring, which you might see on some of my earlier videos. I keep walking around, and as you'll see, here's our house. In the background is one of our barns. Continue to pan around, and as you see, there's our driveway and part of the pasture again. Turning back towards the north here, we've got some pasture. We've let our place go for the last year. Unfortunately, January of 2021, I was infected with COVID from a patient that did not know that she had it when I entered her home. I tested positive 5 days later, become very ill and sick. I ended up giving it to my husband, which in turn was very sick, hospitalized a couple of different times. Unfortunately, I got better, but then after 2 weeks, I took a turn for the worse and became very ill, life-threatening. I was home most of that time. I was off work for 4 months. It has taken all year long for me to get well, get stronger, and to feel better. I have reached almost a 1-year point since I first came down with it January the 11th of last year. I am now feeling like myself. I'm back to working full-time, doing full-time chores at home, helping on the weekends, putting out hay, walking fence lines, running fence lines, repairing fences. You name it, I can do it. But I'm really looking forward to this being a better year, 2022. This farm is full of lots of surprises, a lot of unexpected things. You never know what you're going to wake up to or come home to, or what kind of disasters you're going to come home to, and your husband says, "Get dressed, I need you to come and help me." The farm life is not always glamorous. Actually, I don't think I've ever found it glamorous. It's either been hot or sweaty, cold, rainy, muddy, tornadic, windy type weather. Trees fall on fences. Animals get out. You may have to run them down, chase them down. Animals get sick. You may have to call the veterinarian in the middle of the night. For us, it seems like if we plan something to go somewhere, there's been a disaster in the barn. Somebody has called and said, "Hey, you got cows out." For whatever reasons, life gets put on hold and you go and dress them. Sometimes we miss our events. We're late. But whatever it is, life goes on. Reorganize and regroup. Our life is revolved around this farm. Our animals come first, and then we might do whatever it is that we generally do. I cook supper most nights at home. There is some nights that I'm totally exhausted from my day job. I get home after working a 12-hour shift. I'm stressed out. I'm tired. Sometimes it's a TV dinner. Sometimes it's pizza. Sometimes it's just scrounging or whatever we have leftovers in the fridge. This is real life farming. There's nothing pretty about it. No fancy clothes. No makeup. It happens. Please stay with us as we go on this journey of my YouTube, showing you what our life is like on the farm. Some days are really good, some days are not. Our kids are pretty involved with this. They help us with a lot of things that we might not be able to do ourselves. But mostly, it's my husband and I that do it. That does it all. I want to take you on a little walk. I want to show you something. So it rained last night and this morning, and we have this beautiful spring in our yard and the creek that come together. So let's walk down here and let me show you how pretty both of them together. The water's pretty high today, but it'll go down in a few days, and I might be able to even walk across it and show you the pasture on the other side. So hold on just a minute. Let's get over there. Let me do a flash around of the camera. So right behind me is our spring. It is super spectacular. I love this spring. It is absolutely beautiful and brings me lots of joy. This pops up in our front yard, so hold on just a minute and let me show you. So please stay with us as I show clips and bits and pieces of our farm. Did you get both of them?